We're talking about the correction of the world, and we'd like to focus on the correction of man. Since you said that the correction of the world is actually the correction of man, this is what it's all about, that we needn't correct the world, but we have to correct ourselves. We have to correct man. It's also how science is starting to see things. Because with the help of science, we're starting to more and more see that the world has no shape or form, but it's what's accumulated in our mind and our senses. This is what we call the world. Meaning, I'm in a certain volume that seems to me as a volume, and it has different forms and shapes, just like here in this studio, suppose. But it only seems to me that way. This is how I feel it according to my senses. Were I to have different senses, I'd see something else, something different. It's like Matrix, and there are a few other movies that talk about it. It's like the perception of reality according to scientists, according to Einstein, and so on. Like they say that our world has a holographic shape and so on. Meaning, what I see, it's not necessarily that this is how it seems to someone else, or in general. To people, yes, this is how it seems, because we have a mutual perception, and this is why we see the world the way we do. And therefore, the world, olam in Hebrew, according to the wisdom of Kabbalah, is also called ne'elam, hidden, because it has no form or shape of its own, but the form and shape is determined by the observer. And therefore, if we change our perception, our senses will perceive a completely different world. And this is very interesting. From here we can understand what the Kabbalists wrote in their books, that they see a different world that's changing all the time in accordance with how they change themselves, their perception. And what follows is that the wisdom of Kabbalah that advises us to change our qualities, our senses, our attitude towards reality, it's not because we'll feel ourselves a bit better in our world then, but we'll change the world itself, the world that we see, as we see it. Because by that we'll change our qualities. And then the world will change in accordance with how we perceive it in our new qualities. So we're talking about a completely different world. Exactly. Meaning it's not only that we'll live a good life in which we won't eat each other up, and we'll have better relations with our neighbors and at work and so on, but it'll be a completely new reality. Reality will completely change, and we see that in the past 100, 150 years, we came closer to this perception, to agreeing with it, to different such phenomena where we tend to think that, yeah, maybe it's really so. At least the wisdom of Kabbalah thinks so for thousands of years, and it's leading us towards revealing the world in a different, real way. I want to understand. Many people tell me, look, what are you making all this fuss about? Man's nature is evil. Everyone's corrupt, one way or another. There's no point in imagining or fantasizing that it's possible to make a good creature out of man that, in essence, is evil. So, this concept where you're talking about the correction of man, it's something optimistic. It means that it's possible to invert this evil creature into something good. So, first of all, is this possible to invert people from bad to good? Yes. This is what the wisdom of Kabbalah is meant for. Okay, so first of all, this is something optimistic, so that's good. Now, let's define, how is man evil? What exactly is evil about him? He hates the others. Okay, he hates others, and he'll be good how? He'll love others. And how will that change my life or the world? The world, it'll change. How? Not only life. It's not that we'll have a better, nicer life because everyone's going to be courteous and so on. And we'll feel safe and warmth and gentleness. We'll feel softness even towards one another. No. We'll feel that we're living in a different nature. Different nature. Also the still, the vegetative, and the animate. What's written about the end of days? That the wolf will live with the lamb, right? And the child, and a little child will lead them, right? So what does that mean? It's a bit different than what we have today, right? Yeah, the wolf and the lamb, they're two opposites. The wolf eats the lamb, right? Because we, by correcting ourselves towards each other, human beings, yeah, we will correct all of nature. The animate, the vegetative, and the still. The animate, it's like the wolf will live with the lamb. The vegetative is that we'll have apples the size of watermelons and watermelons the size of what? Big watermelons. Yeah, something extraordinary. Everything is blessed. Okay, now before that, there's this tiny process that has to take a person through this metamorphosis from being evil to loving others. It says so in the Torah. And everyone talks about it. You never heard? Of course I did. I think that they're all optimists. The Jews and the Christians and the Muslims, they all talk about it. From all this talk, I see that everyone hates each other. Everyone talks about love, but there's so much hate and corruption that wherever you look, it's on the news. It's everywhere. Now the thing is, when you're saying that a person has to go through this transformation, correction from being a creature that hates others and exploits others for his own benefit to a creature that loves and serves others. Right. Now when I look at other people, I see that some of them are very bad, some of them not that bad, and some of them are good. Now when I look at myself, I can tell you the truth that most of the time, you're intermediate. No, I'm not intermediate. I'm trying to be good. I don't always succeed, but I try to be good. Now most of the people that I know, they're also good guys, so to speak. It's not that they're completely righteous. I don't want to paint things pink, but really, saying the truth. When we get up in the morning, do we think about how to harm people or try and be good? We're trying to be good. So, who do you want to correct? The really wicked ones? Those that get up in the morning and think about how to steal and take and abuse. Them you want to correct? No. Who then? You. What is there to correct about me? To begin with, I'm telling you, I agree with everything that you say, because you're evil towards everyone. By the way, I don't think that I'm some kind of a special species. I think that 60% of the Israelis, they do some kind of charity in their day-to-day life. So it only strengthens what I say. At least here in this country, most of the people are in favor of good. Then why is the world so bad? Dr. Leitman, this is my question. So I'm saying that actually everyone's evil. And you bet they're evil. So much evil that you're justifying yourself and you're saying that you're half righteous. Well, not completely righteous, but you're on the way there. You're intermediate, you're not harming anyone. I'm trying. Not openly. Were I to know that I'm harming someone, I wouldn't do it. I'm trying. Maybe sometimes my evil inclination drives me crazy, but I try. That's the word. I feel that I'm trying to be good. And I think that most of the people are trying. You're such a sweetheart. The only problem is that if everyone's going to be like you, the world's going to be extremely corrupt. Why? Because the form that you're talking about, where, Your Honor, is actually a good guy. This form is the opposite to good. Opposite how? Because your nature, Your nature is evil. You're not even aware of it. That every creature of the still, vegetative, the animate, and especially people, is evil. The ego's working in you, subconsciously building itself at the expense of others, for its own benefit, and if possible, to harm others too. Again, I'm asking you. We talked about it on our previous show. What does it mean to be good? To love. Right. Do you love others? I try. Okay, I try. Meaning, if you don't love, you hate. You have to clearly be in one of these. Okay, to hate, I don't hate for sure. Maybe besides those people that really did something bad to me. So you have to know that this form is incorrect. With respect to nature, first of all, we have to have a very clear scrutiny of whether we hate or love, and everyone has to reach love. What does it mean to reach love? It means that I care for others more than I care for myself. That's it? Yes, madam. Okay, if so then, what is the correction of man then? To bring a person to love others. And this is something that we can't run or hide from. Nature will force us through blows. Look, many people say, like you said, that the moment we educate ourselves, teach ourselves to love each other a bit more, to have a bit more patience towards each other and not to cheat each other, and this is really what we're trying to teach our children. But the feeling is that the educational system isn't that supportive of it and so on. Were everything to work the way we tried to raise our children at home, everything would have been fine. This is the feeling. Is this what you mean? Does this mean to educate man or correct man? No. At home you're egoistic too. You're also egoistic towards your children. There too, you're corrupt. How? I feel that I'm trying to give them everything I can. Right, but from what angle? From the perspective of a corrupt person. So, one way or another, your attitude towards them is corrupt. So, anything that we do in life is corrupt. And even if we feel that it comes out of goodwill and we're trying to do good things, you're saying that whatever we do, whatever we say, eventually, subconsciously, we're corrupt and we're doing everything for our own benefit, even if we don't see that. And furthermore, in our day-to-day life, it seems the very opposite. It seems that for those that are close to us, we're trying to do the very best for them. And you're saying that it's not so. Right.